The world is littered with mysteries that even after centuries remain unsolved. We count down the 10 most unsolved mysteries of the world. Number 10. The Taos Hum. In the small town of Taos, New Mexico, there is a certain buzz often heard on the horizon, which can be compared to the sound of a distant diesel engine. Although it can be heard by the naked ear, various sound detection devices are not able to pick it up. This is known as the Taos Hum, and up to this day, no one knows how or what is causing this sound to be created. Number 9. Jack the Ripper. The name Jack the Ripper has been heard in many shows and movies relating to the serial killer who murdered 11 women in London's East End. Occurring in the late 1800s, so-called Jack the Ripper was never actually identified. Most of his victims were prostitutes whose bodies were mutilated beyond recognition and found with their throats slashed. Number 8. Bermuda Triangle. Known as the Bermuda Triangle, this legendary expansive ocean can be found between the points of Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Pilots often tell of their instruments going haywire, and numerous ships have been lost at sea. With explanations ranging from gas bubbles to aliens, no one is sure what is behind the strange phenomena. Number 7. The Loch Ness Monster. For a very long time, people have been hearing about the Loch Ness Monster. This has baffled everyone into thinking that it is a creature unlike any other. There have been many sightings over the years, plus photos and videos. Some actual footage has been checked and looked at time and time again, trying to confirm if it could be some kind of sea serpent or a descendant of the dinosaurs. People today are claiming that it exists and swims under the waters. Number 6. Bigfoot. Also known as a Sasquatch, Bigfoot is supposedly a creature that lives in the snowy, mountainous regions of the United States and Canada. It may be identified as a gorilla at first, however, its walking posture can be compared to that of a man. Number 5. The Lost City of Atlantis. The very first mention of Atlantis came from Plato in his dialogue Timaeus. He talks of an island which was situated in front of the Pillars of Hercules. There has been discussion ever since whether it exists or if Plato just made up the island as a way to prove a point in his dialogue. To summarize Atlantis, it existed in the 10th millennium, it was a world power, it attacked Athens, it failed miserably, and it then sank in a single day. Number 4. Extraterrestrials. From the mysteries found in the Eastern Islands to the Bermuda Triangle, and even with the Roswell incident during World War II, men have always been in question as to whether or not we are alone in the universe. With some claiming to have been abducted and others calling hogwash, there is, as of yet, no consensus. Number 3. SS Ourang Medan. What happened to the SS Ourang Medan in Malaysia is perhaps one of the most fascinating and mind-boggling mysteries that ever existed in seafaring history. Everything began with an SOS message in 1947 that mentioned the captain, along with the rest of the crew, was dead. What's worse is even the telegrapher died during the transmission of the message. When the Silver Star was able to receive the distress call and went to inspect the ship, they confirmed the deaths of all aboard. Speculations of ghosts, hazardous chemicals, and even aliens have been raised, but there is still no conclusion as to what actually happened. Number 2. Aluminium Wedge of Aiud. Back in 1974, a group of workers in Romania discovered 3 different objects 10 meters deep in a sand trench. 2 of the items were prehistoric elephant bones that had been dated as old as 2.5 million years ago. The 3rd object, however, is an aluminium wedge that was found together with the ancient bones. This discovery dumbfounded most researchers, as aluminium was difficult to create even by 19th century standards. While some call it evidence of extraterrestrials, others are calling it a hoax. Whatever it is, we may never know. Number 1. Mackenzie, Poltergeist, and Greyfryars. The Mackenzie Poltergeist is one of the most famous attractions when taking the City of the Dead tour within the Greyfryars kirkyard in Edinburgh. People who join the tour experience bruises, scratches, and some even faint as they enter and see the black mausoleum where Sir George Mackenzie lies. Is it all for show? Maybe there's only one way to find out.